Welcome to the informational video for the Ardmore Baptist Youth Ministries Bahamas mission trip for June 2023. We are excited for this upcoming trip and look forward to walking you through all of the pieces and hopefully answering all of your questions for this upcoming mission trip. We want to first start off by sharing about our ministry partner, Praying Pelicans Mission. This organization helps orchestrate, facilitate, and walk with mission teams that are going both domestically and internationally. We have been utilizing and building a relationship with this organization since 2017 when we went on our first international mission trip to the Bahamas. The big thing that we enjoy about Praying Pelicans missions is the fact that they are really focused on relational ministry. They don't want mission teams just to come in and do good work and feel good about what they did and go home and never have contact with that location again. Instead, they are really big on connecting with that community, staying connected, and have follow-up trips that continue to build the relationships together, which is all of what we've done with the Bahamas and what we look forward to continuing to do this coming year. Most of the times when you hear about somebody speaking about the Bahamas, it's because they went on a recent vacation to enjoy the beaches and the amenities of the hotels at the resorts. We want to share a little bit different information about the Bahamas. First, Nassau, the island that the mission team will be on, is 21 miles in length and 7 miles wide and has a rough population of about 260,000 people. The people here are super welcoming and super kind. They all speak English and have a different dialect that they use and words that they use for their country. But since the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, there have been a huge influx of Haitian refugees who have tried to get to the Bahamas. The Bahamian government is not so keen on Haitians being in their country, and so they are definitely a less than a population and a population that we are serving as we go on this trip. When going on an international mission trip, two feelings can be felt. The notion of excitement and readiness for a trip, but also a little scared, not knowing what to expect in a different country. We have now been twice to the Bahamas. This will be our third trip. We went back in 2017 and then in 2019 with these two teams and have felt safe the entire time. We have felt welcomed by our ministry partners, and we actually met our liaison on our first trip as she was starting working with Praying Pelicans. She is a Bahamian and is a great person, and we have been excited to build a relationship with her over the years. And though we haven't been in a few years, we have stayed in contact with her and with the community that we serve. So we are super comfortable with this country. We feel great about everything and know that safety is a concern, but that safety is something that we are not worried about with going to the Bahamas. The question always comes, what kind of work is going to be done in this international setting? Well, the first thing that we focus on is relationship building. And so a great thing to do in that is have Vacation Bible School for the children of the church and of the community. Over the years, we have found that this is a great connector for not only the children, but for the families as they come to see what their children have done and accomplished at the end of the week. We are excited for this opportunity to continue to build that relationship with the community and the church and hoping bridging any gaps that may be there. We look forward to that opportunity and have had the chance to minister to over 175 kids on different days for these VBS opportunities. So that is going to be one of our major focuses. We will have other things that we'll speak of further down, but VBS is a huge piece because of the relational element that it brings to the community and to the church. When deciding on what kind of missional work we will be doing in a community, we always see the importance of asking the community members and church leaders what their needs are or what they want to get out of a team coming to visit them. And so we did this again. And of course, the church named Vacation Bible School as a huge element to minister to those children, which is what we just spoke about. But something else that they named was having some dental help. The Haitian refugees do not get a lot of medical care. And so helping with the dental needs is a huge and big thing that they are desiring and would hope for help with. So we are excited to partner with Dr. Dan Driscoll, who is part of our church and who is a dentist in our area. He will be bringing all the dental needs for that clinic. And then he will also be training some youth and some adults in assisting him as we go around with the dental clinic. The elements of dental clinic with helping their teeth will be one piece, but we will also look to find a relational element and be speaking to the people and connecting dots and helping connect the church with the community. A big question we always get when planning these trips, especially these international mission trips, is what is the schedule going to look like? Well, I will share about that in a minute in some general terms. But the first thing we always emphasize with our team members is flexibility. The notion that there may be a plan, but for some reason, something may happen or a need may arise, and the plan may have to change and be adjusted. And so we hold to encouraging flexibility in our team members and encouraging them to adjust appropriately to the things that may change throughout the week. But as we get there on June 24th, we will have an orientation to understand the country and to better understand our Haitian refugee friends. Then we'll move into Sunday and have worship with the church and just interact and engage with that church community as we prepare for the week of service. Monday through Thursday, we will engage in our VBS time with the children and families and the dental clinic time with servicing the dental needs of the community. There will be other various opportunities of service besides those two elements, which will happen on different days throughout the week and will be named maybe ahead of time, but maybe not. And then Friday, we have a free day. Many times we go snorkeling and enjoy the water and enjoy going around and shopping a little bit in the city. And so that will be kind of the workings of that day. That's the general terms of the schedule, knowing that things may change, knowing adjustments may need to be made, but being flexible in that and being willing to serve as God can use us and as the community sees fit for us to service them, their needs, but also seeing the great things that they offer for us to grow in as well. Here you can see examples of some of the different days that I have just spoken about from our schedule. The bottom middle photo you will see is where we toured around some of the community of the Haitian refugees. What we found is that many of the Haitian refugees are squatting in different areas, and many are living in the trash heaps and building houses and structures in the midst of the trash from the city. And so we walked around and were toured by the pastor of the church that we partner with, and we're able to meet the people and really take in the culture and the need that is great. Then you will find in the upper left portion of the slide a picture of the team working on VBS. VBS happens not because it just falls in place, but because the team puts together lots of work to make it happen. And so this team is working on getting the certificates done and getting prepared for the community night. And then lastly, on the top right corner, you see one of the work projects. Various work projects were done, and one was a painting project and another was working on putting windows back into the church. And so we were helping getting them set up. But then we were able to pay for one of their artisans to do the work so that he could get paid, and so that then we were helping that person and helping the church all at the same time. So there are all sorts of ways that we will be doing great work, and we wanted to give you some visuals of what that could look like. As we look to get students signed up for this trip, we want to share a few things for you to keep in mind as you are getting ready. The first thing is everybody needs a passport. That may be super obvious, but if you already have a passport, you also need to make sure that your passport does not expire for a year from the date of our departure. Also, the cost for this trip is $780 per person. That is about half of what the trip actually costs. So we're excited to be able to discount this trip. The chaperone cost is further discounted, and we handle that with each chaperone. Also, per CDC recommendations, we do recommend that each participant gets a typhoid vaccine shot. That is just to be cautious and to make sure that nothing happens. We haven't had any issues, but we continue to encourage that over each of the years. Water bottles are an important element that every student needs, and water will be provided daily through water jugs. We will not drink the water of the country, but we will have water jugs provided each day, and everybody will have plenty of water, so no one will ever run out of water or not know where to get water. Also, sunscreen is really important as we are closer to the equator and the sun is a lot stronger where we are. So we mandate that every student wears sunscreen. And we also encourage students to wear bug repellent, which we will purchase for a certain type of bug repellent that helps keep mosquitoes away so that there are not any mosquito illnesses that are caught by any of the team members. So what are the next steps? Well, simply the next steps are to let me know if you are interested in going on this trip. This year, since we had missed other classes due to COVID, we will have 4 classes eligible to go on this trip. So we want to make sure we have the opportunity for everyone to go who wants to go. But please reach out and email me or call me to let me know that you are interested in being part of this trip and being part of this mission team. Then in January, we will schedule a meeting to go over more details with those who are planning to go, and we will ask for a $250 deposit to take care of things. Please know too that we will purchase trip insurance so that if unexpected things take place, that you will have coverage, and if unexpected medical things take place while on the trip, we will have coverage for those things as well. We want to make sure everybody is protected and good to go. So those are kind of the next steps. If you have further questions that this video did not answer, please reach out and let me know so that I can answer those questions and any other concerns that you may have. But let's move forward. Let's go together. Let's have a great time, and hopefully we'll see each other in the Bahamas.